Hi everybody, I'm Jim Himes, and I had the incredible opportunity to know John Lewis and to work with John Lewis over the years here in the Congress. And sadly, I had the opportunity to say goodbye to John in the rotunda yesterday. Today, people from all over are standing in the 95-degree heat waiting to say goodbye to John. People from everywhere, of all colors, rich and poor, young and old, and they understand how important John was to our history, but also how important John was to all of us personally because of the way that he did what he did. John Lewis was a giant of the civil rights movement. He was really the moral conscience of the Congress and of the country. But what was really amazing about John was that he had that stature, and nobody understood better than he did what Frederick Douglass told us, which is that power concedes nothing without a demand. John was there to make that demand, to get into good trouble, to make people uncomfortable in the service of justice. But what was amazing about John was the way he did that. He did it with great love, with a sense that everybody, regardless of who they were, had dignity and deserved to be treated well. In my faith, the Gospels say that when somebody does wrong to you, you turn the other cheek, that you love your enemy. I'm not sure I've ever understood that, but John lived that. And we know that because John went as far as to forgive George Wallace, one of the real monsters of segregation in Alabama in the 1960s. John found it in his heart to forgive George Wallace. And around here, even though he was this moral giant, there was never a moment when John didn't have time for a young visitor from anywhere, that John didn't have time to take a picture, to tell a story. He was a man of humility and of dignity and above all, of love. And so I'm going to try to remain inspired, not just by John's incessant demands of power for justice, but by the way he did it, with dignity and love in his heart and with a profound humility. One of the things that I know I will miss most about John Lewis.